Spanning nearly 7 million square kilometers and stretching across parts of 9 South American countries, the Amazon is home to unique wildlife, dense green vegetation, and indigenous communities who shaped this region long before the arrival of Europeans. Here, life exists in every inch. With its unparalleled biodiversity, the Amazon is one of the richest ecosystems on Earth. From gigantic trees to microscopic organisms, this vast ecosystem sustains an extraordinary variety of plant and animal life, many of which cannot be found anywhere else on the planet. Scientists believe that millions of species still remain undiscovered, especially among insects, fungi, and microorganisms. But the Amazon is not only a sanctuary of biodiversity, it also plays a critically important role in maintaining the Earth's balance. In just a single day, the trees of the Amazon release nearly 20 billion tons of water vapor into the atmosphere, sometimes exceeding the amount of liquid water flowing through the Amazon River itself. This massive flow of moisture influences the climate of the entire continent, helping maintain regular rainfall and relatively stable temperatures. Without this continuous evaporation, rainfall patterns across Brazil and neighboring countries would change dramatically. The Amazon creates much of its own rain and helps sustain its own climate. Nearly half of the moisture that falls as rain over the forest comes from the forest's own evaporation and transpiration. When a region is affected by deforestation, this moisture production stops, and the forest loses a large part of its natural ability to regenerate. Recent studies suggest that if 20 to 25% of the Amazon's total forest area is destroyed, the entire ecosystem could reach a tipping point from which recovery may no longer be possible. Gradually, it could transform into a dry savanna, unable to sustain the extraordinary biodiversity it once supported. Today, the Amazon stores nearly 150 billion tons of carbon, about 15 times more than the total amount of carbon dioxide the entire world emits in a single year. That is why protecting this forest is so critically important. Even a small imbalance here can directly affect the global climate. The Amazon is not just a collection of countless trees. It is a living, deeply interconnected system where everything, from the smallest bacteria to the largest predators, is closely linked together. Every element of this forest helps maintain its delicate balance. And cutting through the heart of this vast rainforest flows one of the largest river systems on Earth, the Amazon River. In terms of water volume, the Amazon is the largest river in the world. Every second, it releases nearly 209,000 cubic meters of water into the Atlantic Ocean. The Amazon River and its countless tributaries form a complex network of waterways, sustaining an extraordinary diversity of plant and animal life. Floodplains, wetlands, and river channels together create a constantly changing environment, where life continuously adapts to the seasonal rise and fall of water levels. These seasonal changes transform vast areas of the forest throughout the year. During the rainy and flood seasons, enormous regions become submerged underwater, creating massive flooded forests. These temporary flooded forests then become safe havens for fish, birds, and mammals. At the very heart of this vast river network lies one of the world's most astonishing river landscapes, the Anavillanas Archipelago. Located in the Rio Negro, this archipelago is recognized as the largest freshwater archipelago in the world, covering nearly 600 square kilometers. More than 400 islands are scattered across the river here. Each island forms its own small ecosystem, supporting a rich diversity of plants, animals, and aquatic life. Not far from there lies another extraordinary natural phenomenon, Encontro das Aguas, located near the city of Manaus. Here, two of South America's great rivers meet, the Rio Negro and the Solimões River. But remarkably, they do not immediately mix together. Their waters flow side by side for many kilometers. This incredible contrast happens because of major differences in the river's temperature, flow speed, and density. The Rio Negro carries dark-colored, relatively warm, and slow-moving water. On the other hand, the Solimões River carries relatively clearer water rich in sediments and minerals from the Andes Mountains, flowing faster and also being slightly colder. Because of these differences, the two rivers can flow side by side for more than 10 kilometers before gradually merging into one another. But the natural wonders of the Amazon region are not limited to its rivers. Caiatur Falls is an extraordinary waterfall formed by the flow of the Potaro River, which plunges dramatically into a deep gorge after passing through the ancient Pacaraima Mountains. The surrounding landscape is part of an ancient geological formation, where sandstone plateaus and rugged highlands combine to create a complex terrain, shaped over millions of years through erosion and tectonic forces. One of the most powerful animals of the Amazon rainforest is the jaguar. It is a perfectly adapted predator for this vast wilderness. Moving silently through dense vegetation, it relies on its strength and its ability to move without making a sound to track and ambush its prey. Unlike many other large cats, jaguars have a deep connection with water. They are excellent swimmers and often use rivers, lakes, and flooded forests as hunting grounds. One of the Amazon rainforest's most unusual inhabitants lives high in the treetops. Sloths, known for their extremely slow movements and calm nature, they spend almost their entire lives hanging from tree branches. Sloths typically descend to the forest floor only once a week, mainly to relieve themselves. Their bodies are specially adapted so they can live while hanging upside down, and in this position, they carry out most of their daily activities. These animals are primarily herbivores. They survive mainly on leaves, although they occasionally eat fruits and flowers as well. Their digestion is extremely slow. It can take up to a month for a single meal to be fully processed. Since their food provides very little energy, sloths conserve power and move only when absolutely necessary. In the same environment lives another Amazonian animal, the brown howler, also known as the howler monkey. These primates are famous for their deep echoing calls, which are considered among the loudest vocalizations of any land animal. Brown howlers are also known for their remarkable variation in appearance. Depending on the species, their fur color can range from deep black to dark reddish tones, and in some cases even brown and golden shades, which help them blend into the tree canopy. If we move from the sounds of the forest to a more visually striking scene, we easily notice toucans in the dense green rainforest of the Amazon. With their large and colorful beaks, they are among the most iconic birds of the forest. Although a toucan's beak looks heavy, it is surprisingly lightweight because it is made of a hollow bone structure covered by a strong outer layer. This adaptation allows the bird to move easily among branches while using its beak with remarkable precision. Higher up, in the canopy layer, a completely different scene unfolds. Among the branches, marmoset monkeys move quickly and energetically. These small primates are among the most agile monkeys in the Amazon. Marmosets are known for their distinctive features, tufts of long hair near their ears and expressive facial features. Many species of them live in tropical forests. Each species has adapted to different environments within the forest. Moving down from the treetops to the lower layers of the forest, we encounter one of the most visually striking plants of the tropical rainforest, lobster claws. Its large leaves, resembling those of banana plants, form a dense green backdrop, making its brightly colored flowers stand out even more. These flowers bloom in deep red, vibrant orange, and glowing yellow shades, creating one of the most colorful scenes in the tropical forest. They are specially adapted to attract pollinators, especially hummingbirds. The long, curved beaks of these birds are perfectly suited to reach the nectar hidden deep inside the flowers. This creates an important ecological relationship between plants and birds. Another powerful predator of the forest moves silently through this environment. The puma, also known as the mountain lion. Pumas are solitary hunters, relying on patience and stealth to track and capture their prey.
Using their sharp vision and hearing, they silently search for potential prey and then launch a sudden, powerful attack. High above the quiet forest floor, the sky suddenly fills with color as macaws fly over the rainforest. Among the largest and most intelligent members of the parrot family, these remarkable birds are some of the most easily recognizable animals in the Amazon rainforest. There are around 18 known species of macaws, each distinguished by its unique colors and shapes. From the scarlet macaw with its bright red and yellow feathers, to the deep blue macaw with rich blue plumage, these birds create a stunning, colorful scene against the green forest backdrop. Macaws are known for forming strong, lifelong pairs. Once a pair chooses each other, they usually remain together for life. Despite their beauty and intelligence, many macaw species are currently facing serious threats. Habitat destruction, illegal hunting, and the wildlife trade have significantly reduced their population. In contrast to the bright colors spread across the forest sky, spider monkeys can also be seen. Moving easily through the treetops, these agile primates swing from branch to branch with incredible speed and precision. Their long limbs and slender bodies are among their defining characteristics, allowing them to move effortlessly through the complex network of branches high above the forest floor. Their fur color varies by species, from deep black and dark brown to golden or lighter shades, helping them blend into the surrounding green foliage. At this time, deep on the forest floor, another unique animal slowly moves through the undergrowth, the giant anteater. Its long snout, bushy tail, and slow, careful movements are specially adapted for feeding on ants and termites. Using its extremely long and sticky tongue, it can consume up to 30,000 insects in a single day. Along the riverbanks and wetlands of the Amazon lives the world's largest rodent, the capybara. Capybaras are perfectly adapted to a semi-aquatic lifestyle, spending most of their time around rivers, lakes, and flooded areas. Their partially webbed feet make it easier to move through water, and they can hold their breath for up to 5 minutes. Due to their calm nature and unique appearance, capybaras have gained widespread popularity around the world. However, outside their natural habitat, they require special care and constant access to water. Hidden beneath the forest leaves lives one of the smallest yet most remarkable inhabitants of the Amazon, the poison dart frog. These tiny amphibians grow to only about 5 centimeters in length, yet they possess one of the most powerful defense systems in nature. Poison dart frogs are famous for their bright and striking colors, which can include yellow, orange, red, green, and blue. These colors act as a warning signal to potential predators, indicating that the animal is highly toxic. In some species, the more intense the color, the more potent the poison they produce. One of the most dangerous species is the golden poison dart frog, whose skin toxin is so powerful that it can kill thousands of small animals and even pose a lethal threat to multiple humans. In the freshwater rivers and flooded forests of the Amazon lives a gentle aquatic mammal, the Amazon manatee, also known as the Amazon sea cow. Unlike other manatee species, it is found exclusively in freshwater environments. These animals spend most of their day feeding on aquatic plants and can spend up to 7 hours a day doing so. The Amazon still stands today as one of the last great wilderness refuges on Earth. It is a vast and complex forest where massive rivers, dense vegetation, and millions of species form one of the most extraordinary ecosystems on the planet. Every living being here plays an important role, from the microscopic organisms hidden deep in the soil to the largest predators moving silently through the forest. But this delicate balance is also extremely fragile. Every tree that is cut down, every area that is lost, means a permanent loss of a part of this unique system. And when the Amazon changes, the entire world changes with it. Protecting the Amazon is not just about preserving a distant forest. It means safeguarding one of the most important natural systems for global climate stability, biodiversity, and the future of life on Earth. The Amazon is not just a place. It is a living world, vast, powerful, and deeply interconnected, and its future may determine the future of us all. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video.